personally, I have a terminally disabled sister as a product of inbreeding, and I'm just curious what you would think in a case of that. Why wouldn't God want us to do an abortion?
I think God doesn't want us to end his creation, and that all human beings are equally valuable because we were made, as a Christian, I believe we were made in God's image. That is where the value question comes into the abortion argument, is do these human beings have value? If you are an atheist or agnostic, I have pro-life friends who are atheists and agnostic, and they've had to separately come to terms with why they believe every human being has equal value. But I don't think because a human being will be mentally disabled or have genetic abnormalities or difficulties, I still don't think that means we have the right to end their life, because I believe that every person on this earth has a purpose, and despite the suffering that we all will endure, I don't think it is our place to play God and say, we think you're going to be born into poverty, or your mother's addicted to crack cocaine and you're going to live a terrible life. Therefore, we as society will tell you that you shouldn't be born. I don't think we have the right to do that. And I think it's important to, like I said, it was brought in my bio, I have 2 children who have cystic fibrosis. The abortion rate for children with CF is about 95%. They use similar to amniocentesis to diagnose it. It's actually higher than Down syndrome. And the argument I hear from abortion supporters often is it's a selfish decision not to choose abortion. That it's selfish to not choose abortion when you know your child can have cystic fibrosis, because these child will suffer and they'll have a hard life. And yes, my children who have CF will suffer. I will suffer, my husband will suffer, our whole family will suffer alongside of them. In fact, I could tell you there's no greater pain than being a parent and watching your child suffer and have nothing you can do to stop that suffering from taking place. But at the end of the day, I know the value that my children have and that there's a purpose for them. And I don't think we should ever, I think it's once again a slippery slope to say we should play God and we should euthanize certain people because they're at high risk for X, Y, or Z. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from with your terms of religion.